What if I told you competence has nothing to do with being perfect? And most people get it completely wrong.
Today, we're breaking down the competence pillar of self-esteem. And stay with us until the end. We will reveal the one counterintuitive habit that instantly builds competence, even if you feel like, I'm keep falling.
So what competence really means? Competence is a feeling. Competence is the sense you can handle life, solve problems, and make progress. It's not about diploma. It's not about certificate.
How come?
They build your competence, but they're not your competence. You can be so competent without them. So don't associate just education with competence. It's not about never making a mistake. It's about trusting you can learn, adapt, and figure it out.
Oh, like when I decide to make some recipe and don't call my mom anymore to ask for the perfect recipe?
There you go. And one thing we realize as well with the trauma, there's a big connection with the chronic stress and the criticism, the guilt that comes with that taboo, with that fearness, can make you doubt on your abilities. And this is where you stop having the sense of competence. Not stopping being competent, you stop having the sense.
That's a whole difference. And why does that matter? Because competence is what will drive motivation. When you feel capable, you're more willing to try. It fuels self-trust and confidence in other pillars. Without it, people procrastinate. They avoid risk. They play small. I'll do that later. But later never comes.
That's probably the most undermined pillar in building the self-esteem that we realize. Because just think about it. When you learn to walk, when you learn the alphabet, you came to your parent and starting to spell out, how were your shoulder? How proud were you? You had the sense of competence. That built your self-esteem. So you can regain it. You just feel that you have that competence, you have that knowledge. Now, what does it look like when you have low sense of competence?
You talk about competence with the shoulder up, so I bet it's with the shoulder down.
Exactly, we're shrinking. We avoid things, we avoid new challenges out of fear of failure. We constantly second guess our decision.
Oh, or ask, JM, can you make that decision for myself?
Absolutely. We always rely on a second opinion, on a second person. We second guess everything. And we invite you, do you believe you can figure things out when life throws you a curveball?
Oh my God, that's big. That's huge because life is always sending curveball. So how can we rebuild that sense of competence? My first and biggest tips I can give you is start with small win first. Okay, build those tiny steps that prove that you can succeed. And when you build that, you have those good hormones that's flowing out in your body and that feels good. And that feels good, build a sense of competence. And invest in learning, practice, train, try a new skill, a new hobbies, a new craft, a new sport, try something, a new language even. And by practicing and what we say failing often, that is the first attempt in learning, when you do that often, then you build that competence.
Absolutely. We call that the stack of wins because you have so many small wins and it doesn't have to be new. It can be something something you're really good, something you're expert in. Practice it, grow with it still, and stack the wins. And we have to reframe. This is one of the most powerful tools, is to reframe something. So reframe the mistakes that are evidence of you're growing. not proof that you're weak.
Yes, and track your progress. Write down your wins, however small they are, to reinforce that ability over time. It can also put a check mark in your calendar, a art, a stars, or a stickers in your calendar, so you know how many wins you have.
All the things we do for little ones to bring their self-confidence, their sense of competence, all the small things, like the stickers, like the smileys, the little treats we do. We often stop doing this for ourselves very soon in life, but they were so powerful. They built up your stack of wins. Why not continue?
Or start again.
Exactly.
So, I'll share a story. So, I personally am a little bit more carrying more weight than what I want, and I always want to start exercise. But I have that feeling that I'm not capable of doing exercise, that it's tough, that it's hard. So I start by walking first. And 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk, then 15-minute walk. And then I add some poles to do some Nordic walking. So what I did by doing that is what I was building those small wins progressively to be able to restart moving my body. But guess what? Those small wins make me that now I'm recommitting to a sport that I haven't practiced for almost 30 years. Oh my God. But the thing is, building those small wins is a way of succeeding at rebuilding your self-confidence. And this is what we do in the Do Well method. We work with our client on micro commitment and accountability to be sure we build a lasting sense of competence.
Absolutely. I remember having someone that was freezing at the clutter, really freezing. The first thing that we had the person to do was to move piles. Just move a few piles every day, and that's it. And it felt like nothing, but it was a small win because the place that was freed was more useful, was place to eat, not on things. And when we reframed that win, it was, bringing smile, energy. And then we had to free one chair for the week. But small stack. And after a month, start to have self-trust. And this is where, I trust myself, I trust the system, and we're starting to add more step. But really start small with wins, not perfection. It's really about growing and moving.
So remember, competence, that sense of competence, is not perfection. It is trust in your ability to learn, grow, and act. So tell us in the comment, what is one small win you can celebrate today? And in the next video, we will wrap up the self-esteem series with some integration. And we'll pull out the 5 pillars together and show you how they work as one system. See you there.